Also ate, also thought she was eating regular garlic knots and pizza and shit. It wasn't. She ate the wrong shit.
Bruh.
Damn, and she don't smoke. I know she
She
was
don't smoke.
high.
I know hustle was tight.
Also had to get the goddamn room and sit down somewhere.
I feel like edibles don't work.
You know,
Or I guess I already be too high.
They really don't,
You got a
though,
high
boss
tolerance like
man.
is it a
me.
tolerance thing?
That
Like,
too.
It
No,
is a
it
tolerance
is. It's
thing.
a high tolerance thing, and it also depends on the potency of the edibles. Because I just any edibles niggas be like, hey, you want an edible? No, I don't want no one gummy, nigga. I smoke blunts all day. What the fuck is one gummy gonna do for me? The fuck
Right.
out of here. So for me, I can't do it. I need to eat 8
you gotta eat
gummies.
the whole goddamn.
I need to have
Bread.
a pack of gummies.
I
Okay,
need the whole
the
package.
fuck,
But
yeah,
yo, I never asked you, 40, because the food was infused. Did you
nigga, no.
okay.
And the crazy thing is, nigga, I wasn't smoking either. That's how I was able to. I could honestly gauge that. I was a wreck that battle. Do you understand what I'm
Niggas
saying?
is in there selling pizza.
I was a wreck. I ate that food, nigga. I told you how much money niggas spent. Me and Dom spent mad money in there, bro.
So
Niggas is in there selling
do
$60
food still
pies,
taste like the regular
regular
food did?
And
pies.
don't get high, yeah,
I was a
refurbish
high,
it.
but here's the thing. But hard, see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if someone else who doesn't smoke,
Smoke.
they might have been high.
I probably would have been stoned.
Nah, I smoke too much dope to be high off a
Do
slice of
infused
pizza
food
and
still
some
taste like
fucking
whatever the
tater
food's
tots,
supposed to
man.
be, or just
I
taste
get
Yes.
high
Yeah,
off no
if
fucking
it's
tater
mixed right,
tots.
you're not supposed to taste the weed.
okay?
Yeah, you're not supposed to taste weed when you eat an
No, I'm
infused
just saying like to
food.
do it like is it like a different type of taste, like a little off taste to what it's supposed to be, but
Nah, the right chef, that shit you won't even know,
wouldn't
bruh.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's how when I got that Zombie Streets Bucks, I ate like 2 of them cakes, nigga, and I definitely was giggly as fuck. Like, you know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
about
I
time.
definitely was giggly.
I think that big gummy had me feeling a little nice. I mean, it's
Yeah.
certain shit, I guess, but it ain't like I'm not getting high off of edibles.
and
Nah, it's
y'all
I
not
fuck
that
feel
kind.
like a
It's
little
more like a
tingle or
buzz.
Yeah,
something.
I
It's
ain't
more
gonna
like a
lie.
buzz. It's
My
not
Yeah.
like
my
a.
my tolerance
I'm
is too
sorry.
high. I don't really get high off edibles.
and y'all fuck with shrooms too.
I fuck with
Yep.
shrooms. Yeah,
I was eating shrooms
Yes,
yesterday.
sir.
the edibles though.
Nick
The
said I was eating
edibles. I
some.
like
I
edibles
ate some
over
shrooms
eating them raw.
yesterday, child.
So
That's
wait, or do you eat them raw, or do you like having them like in
I
edible
love
form?
Yeah.
shrooms.
Oh, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah,
Yes.
out of
Yo.
line
Nah,
doing
I like
For
illusion
me,
edibles. No, I like
drugs.
edibles. I don't really
for
like raw.
me, I
Them
had
are
to
not black drugs.
listen. Listen. The
Boss
reason
man,
why.
drugs don't got no race.
No,
Yes, it is. Certain things that's
Boss
for
drugs
black
Mafia said
folks.
if
definitely
Fuck
And you
is
it
got
you
got
was
race.
talking
white
fried
about?
chicken
drugs.
Shit
flavored, he
You
me.
would have
got
said it was
black.
for
You
us.
got
Drugs
You
black
know what I'm
drugs.
definitely
You
have
got
saying?
white
race.
drugs. We not doing that.
If
No,
that
they
nigga,
don't.
if that nigga would have said that it was fucking fried chicken mushrooms, that nigga would have been like, "All right, it's for black people, man. Get the fuck
Nah, I
on,
hate.
boss
Oh
man."
no, I never do
I
no
never
type of
no,
illusion
just I
drugs.
just never knew that,
Yes.
this is new to me that black people fuck with shrooms. I always thought that was some white boy shit.
It's
Exactly. On
fairly
my soul,
new.
they did white folk
It's
drugs.
fairly
It's
It's
just
first of all, boss
Acid,
man.
shroom, them are white folk drugs.
I don't agree.
It's not a white boy drug.
Yes, it
It's not a
is.
white person drug.
That is
You
a
about to
white
have
folk
no, it's not.
drug.
They're not white boy drugs, bro. They're like a certain. There's like psychedelic highs. They're not fucking. Doesn't have to be white boys. You got the stoners. You got it's different types of fucking highs, bro.
Acid
That's not what that is.
definitely a
And
white person
acid and
drug.
Yo,
mushrooms,
I'm high because I
those are
thought you was
two
gonna
different
say this
things.
different types
Motherfuckers
Acid
of
putting
is
white
for the
shit in
white
boys.
their
boys.
ear and tweaking out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
That's
saying
some
no more
white
white
How
people
folk
can
shit.
shit, man. Just
shrooms
give
be
me my
a
blunt and
white
my
person
lean,
That's not a
man.
drug
white person
and
drug
niggas
All
is
your
either.
Nah,
getting
shit some
acid
shroomed
is
up
for
blunt
the
and
white
lean.
boys, man.
That's
and
not a
sherm
white
is like
person
a
drug
thing
either,
for
man.
Acid,
generations? How
yes, it
What'd you
is.
say,
Hard.
Hart?
that's
Stop it.
crazy.
Acid is for the white boys.
Niggas is smoking embalming
What,
fluid.
lean?
And you talking about a
Yeah,
mushroom growing
embalming
out the
fluid is
ground
crazy
is
too.
for
That
white
shit
people. That's
wild.
crazy.
Bro,
Who
niggas
talking
is
about PCP?
goddamn drinking fucking cough syrup, man. And they
That's
can't be
black
high
Act
folk
off
like
white
drugs,
person
dog.
motherfuckers
drug,
out here
man.
doing
You
That is
can't do
black
ketamine and
that.
folk
all
Put
types of
syrup no
What are
drugs.
we
more
shit.
because
talking
niggas
about,
is
It's
not
man?
That
decent,
is
but
a
not too
drug.
much, E hard.
What do we that
Yeah,
who
not too
said it
much
ain't
on
a
the
Not
drug?
drug.
too much on the cough syrup, E hard.
And that's
I'm
for us
just
black
saying,
niggas.
Y'all
man.
need to
You
be
niggas,
telling yourself not too much on the cough
y'all
syrup.
niggas got
No,
your
paying to
I
go to
should
bodies
be
all
sleep is
finna.
backwards. You
crazy. That
niggas
shit
are
is
high
stupid.
off of these fucking man-made drugs
It's
and thinking
definitely
it's
giving
cool,
heroin,
and
Remy.
we're
I
getting
don't
high
like
No,
off
that.
of
I just
natural
wouldn't
drugs,
pay to
and
go
y'all
to
looking at
sleep,
us like
40.
we're stupid.
I ain't gonna go that
Sound
So
dumb
far.
as
you
fuck.
want to see your soul in your body type of high? That's white
I
folk
don't want to
shit,
That's
be.
man.
not what I want to do.
But who wants to
But
lean? Like
that's what
niggas be on.
you do. That's what you do.
No, my soul don't leave my body. I go to sleep comfortably. What are you
Your
talking
soul
about?
is gone, nigga.
No, I just sleep real
Gone.
Nigga,
good.
you
What are you
sleep
talking
good
about?
when you
That's not a
tired,
real
nigga.
sleep. That's
What
like
the
a
fuck?
dog
Gone.
sleep.
That shit sleep
That
so great,
Percocet
man.
shit is not the same as shroom, my
Listen,
nigga.
white
Like
people,
that's not a
white
natural
people, that
sleep you
shit.
doing. The medicine putting you to
The
sleep.
high, none of
So
this
when
highs a
did this?
natural sleep.
Okay, now I'm just listen. I don't mean to offend nobody. I'm just saying where we from. We never knew that. That's all I'm saying. Like whatever you get high on, do your thing. But you know what
No,
I'm saying. I
shrooms
just
ain't bad. Like, but that other
when
shit, nah.
No,
I
I
ain't never heard
It's
no
not
black
that
person.
bad at all.
I've never heard a black
Molly,
person fucking ask it.
anything in a capsule that don't come from a motherfucking pharmacy, keep it. Anything that got a motherfucking cartoon character named after it, keep it. Like it's certain shit that ain't.
So you ain't never
So
fuck
you
with
didn't do the
Transformers?
exos
I
back in the
ain't
day?
never did no form of ecstasy. Period. Keep it.
Nah,
No,
nah, I have did that before. I can say that.
no.
Nigga did the jiggers back then,
I
man.
ain't
That's
never goddamn jig shit.
The jigger,
I
what the
ain't
fuck
never.
is that?
It's a
I don't
bean,
know
I
what
ain't
the
even
jigger,
fuck
do the
you
bean.
dance
said.
called
Yo,
jig.
dude,
So
when they first started screaming jiggers, I was lost as fuck too. I didn't know
Yeah, I
they
don't know what the
called it
fuck
that
Niggas
that
shit.
is.
yeah,
biting,
either
niggas,
you
Only
call
thing I
them
know
niggas
is
you call them
jaws
jiggers.
locking,
rollers.
teeth
Yeah, they
shattering and
call them
shit. Like,
rollers. The
no,
beans are
man.
jiggers.
Yo, the jigger is so
Yeah, that's
funny.
new to me. I ain't heard the jigger when we ain't said
What
that.
is that?
Niggas
Call me
teeth
The
jig.
chattering and
exo.
shit. Like niggas
Yeah,
can't
what
eat.
y'all call it?
I
Beans?
thought that.
Yeah,
Oh, that gotta be the E
I thought.
pills.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
I
call it
thought it
jigger.
was
beans or
we
called
call
exo.
them.
No,
jigger
we call
over the
them jiggers
word.
out here too.
Oh my
No, we call them
god. When I
jiggers out
see
here too.
oh my
No, they
god,
call
jigger
jiggers.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah, they call them jiggers
Jigger
out
who?
Y'all talking
Yeah,
about
jiggers and
e-pills?
beans.
yeah,
No,
they
we
call them
call them
jiggers.
bean.
Yeah,
They on the bean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rollers,
same
beans.
shit.
beans, and jiggers.
That's what I'm saying.
Or
Like
the
that
yellow school
word
buses.
jig
Y'all don't
means
know
like
about them yellow
stun.
school buses.
Man,
That's the
Transformers, all
Percocet,
type
right?
of shit.
The
Niggas
That's
used
the
to say
long
Transformers.
the
Percocet.
Y'all
dolphins,
nigga want
The
all that
transformers.
Dolphins
weird
was
shit.
always the Dolphins was hard to find for us.
Yeah, yeah, them pink dolphin was exclusive. Yes, sir.
All in
Yeah.
Chicago with that shit. That shit stupid.
Wow, I don't know what y'all talking about.
We didn't raise, dude.
Oh,
We
y'all
didn't
didn't
use that.
party,
We
man.
didn't
Y'all
use
went
that
outside.
word. We used. They called them e, or when niggas used to, old people back in the day, not old people, but like they used to use that word jig, but it was like for stabbing somebody up or something like that. I feel like that, like, you
yo,
know what I'm
I'm
saying? Like I feel
crying.
Nah,
like
them
niggas
shits
was like,
was E's and X in New
I
York.
feel
They
like
That
they was
was
like, oh,
it.
this
beans
nigga
now.
got
That
If
was
jigged
a
it.
up.
nigga pulled
Niggas
up and
still
called me
using
Dr. Hart,
Y'all
police
I'm
ain't
good.
terms.
y'all ain't
Yeah,
say
y'all,
bean.
y'all kind of sound
No,
fed
we
up
never
though.
said beans. We
They're
said
beans
X.
now. They're
E.
beans
Oh.
now.
Oh, y'all 10
A
years
lot of y'all
behind.
don't like giving shit
How we 10
nicknames.
years behind? The fuck out of here.
Nigga
We
was
never
calling them whole
behind.
beans in like '08, y'all.
But 1999.
Nah, they beans now. The
That's
fucking
hilarious.
they was E,
We
nigga.
call them
E,
bitches
nigga.
Wickermeisters.
No, Hart said E, nigga.
Straight up.
Nah, I ain't never fucked with that Molly and all that
No,
shit.
I
I
ain't.
ain't with
Yeah,
that
I ain't
shit.
never did no mind other shit, but
Yeah.
I have done an e-pill for sure.
I don't even smoke weed, so I just the Transformer shit was interesting.
I don't like nothing that make me move fast.
You know,
Boss man, you did e-pills, you
No,
said,
that
or
was
no?
me.
yeah,
That was
Yeah, I
fuck.
Thirty.
popped SO
Yeah,
before
30 said that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
done
yeah.
probably asked a couple times.
once,
Man,
and I
what?
ain't like it because it made me move fast. Like I like downers.
I'm gonna keep
I
it
don't like
100.
nothing
I
that
ain't
make
even.
me move quick.
I
You
ain't even
feel
do
me?
the whole thing. I did
Nigga,
like
that
half.
e-pill have you feeling like you in the club
I don't like
video
them
Yeah,
because
or
it took
something.
away my appetite.
like a
I don't
nigga can
like
run a
nothing
40
that
right
takes
now.
away my appetite.
Bruh.
No, thank
You
you.
in a
I gotta
video, you in
eat.
a whole video shooting that on the e-pill. Like,
Mm-mm.
where's the
Yeah.
movie
Gotta
at?
keep a towel. I'ma sweat because
But
I'm
that's the whole
rolling.
thing. The only time, like the couple times I did probably, we was in the club. That was, you know what I'm saying. So
I
Nigga,
don't
like,
even
that
like
bitch
sleepy
dancing
weed,
like
y'all. What's the
Carlton,
sleepy
boy.
weed?
bruh, you
Sativa?
fuck
I don't
around,
like
you
that
need
either.
water in the club, you gonna fucking
oh
get
no, definitely
dehydrated
water, definitely
quick in
mad some
that
bottles
bitch.
of water, definitely mad
Now
bottles
I
of
ain't
water.
gonna lie, I did have my phase with the Zans. Like I
Hell
said, I
I ain't
no.
love
never did.
downers.
That's
I
some
ain't
Why
never
you
gangster
fucked
like
with the
shit.
the?
Zans.
You
Nigga
like
That's
wanna
shit
be
white.
that make you
That's
I'm a
and
fuck
those
up,
are
skinny.
downy
white
man?
boy
nigga. I don't
drugs.
like uppers. I do
Those
That's
are
downs,
what
white.
man.
Those
sorry, 40. Yes. That's a fuck those fucking medicines are white boy
No,
drugs,
no,
man.
no, no, it's not, sir.
Fucking white
No.
boy
yes
No.
the
drugs.
I
Yes,
fuck
took
they
an
they
are.
are.
Yes,
Zans
they
are
Adderall.
not
are.
for white
Yes
folks.
the fuck they are.
Man,
Yes, they
stop. We
are.
been doing Zans in the black community. Nigga been popping ball, putting them in the Sprite with the Jolly
So
Ranchers, man.
that's why,
Nigga been doing that.
Boss Mafia, you would think that by being here as much, you would know, like, stop generalizing stuff so
You
much. It's
seen what happened to
regional
Carlton?
shit, bro. It's regional. It's not fucking white people.
Yeah,
Like, although it's
Carlton
cool
was
for
off
y'all
the
to do fucking
motherfucking.
Zans, the
Go
white boys
Carlton.
was doing
Go
Zans where
No,
Carlton.
I'm from. They
Carlton was
wasn't
on
doing no
Addies.
shit like
Carlton was
that.
not on the Xannies.
That wasn't no Adderall.
Somebody gave me
Carlton
an
He was
had.
on
Adderall and
speed.
I attempted to do
That was
14
speed.
hours
Carlton
at my
had.
job.
That wasn't no
Carlton was
God
Adderall.
I
damn.
did not
Adderalls
want to
don't
stop
do that,
good.
my
working.
nigga.
I
What the
wanted to
fuck is
keep
speed?
working.
Dude, did you
I
just say
wanted to keep
14
washing
hours
dishes.
into
I
a
wanted to
job?
roll forks up. I wanted to do 24 hours at work and they had to send me home from work.
24
I ain't
hours.
gonna
God,
I'm
lie.
never
that's
taking
gay.
Adderall
But
again.
ain't no way, Shawty. What,
Hey,
what
hey,
did y'all
boss
do
mafia.
there?
Adderall,
Adderall will have
the
you up
30
You
24
was in the
Adderall.
hours, bro.
warehouse?
I wanted to work real hard.
Like Adderalls will have you up for a
Nigga worked
day
at
or
FedEx in
two,
the truck.
depending on the dosage and if it's a
White boy
period.
I
drugs.
Yeah,
love me some
Yeah, that
Adderall.
was
Adderall,
Fuck
not no
definitely a
all
white boy
that.
prescription
drug. Stop
Adderall.
it.
I can't. You can't call nothing white
Adderall, that cheat
Adderall, a
code.
I just
college
told him
drug.
shit.
Adderall,
I
The
know
That's
what
cheat
you
Reese
code.
capsule
that's a
talking
Adderall.
place
about. I'm talking
drug.
about.
Adderall, colleges, and then you got like the Wall Street. Like some motherfuckers that take
I took that
Adderall.
Shrooms
shit and went to
are
Now
work
I'm telling
naturally
when I
you,
didn't want to
addictive.
clock
Taking
out.
something to make you move fast
I'm
is
telling you.
insane.
Boss
It make you
man, boss
focus.
man. mushrooms is they are from Mexico, like originated in an indigenous place. Like, what do you talk about white people
Thank
drugs,
you.
man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I'm
false.
just saying, like, never growing up, I heard black folks say
That's
what the
cap.
fuck.
Nah, you can't
I
call
just
shrooms.
On
You
my
can't
soul,
call
I ain't
shrooms
lying.
white and then be doing Zans, bro.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
like
you.
come on, bro.
Thank
I
you.
don't do Zans no more. I say I had a phase.
Then you had a white boy
Went to
phase.
sleep
Fuck
and
is you
shit.
talking
Like
about?
that
White boy,
is
black
crazy.
boy. Fuck you
You
talking about?
paying
I
You
me?
only
had
do
you had a
lean
white
and
boy phase,
exotic,
my
sir.
nigga.
And you
Lean
from
and
And
Atlanta?
Copper,
You
exotic
you
from
out of
only.
line
South
talking about
Florida?
that
Fuck out
lady,
of here.
something like
Who?
that. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but you out of
I'm
line.
out of
What
line.
lady
What
son?
happened?
That's why
Talking
I'm
about
trying
them
to see
fruity
what
Nigga,
ass
a
y'all
boss
thought
niggas.
lady,
about it,
nigga.
man.
Fourth member of
Man,
South
fuck
Florida.
that.
Talking about some white bitch
Man,
ass.
that whole house would have heard from me if I was the daddy.
And what you would have said? Put your hands down.
I'd have been, man, stop doing that stupid ass shit. The fuck?
Hey, you know what? Hey, you gotta
That
chill on
ain't
that.
gonna make
Look,
him stop doing
It
that.
is if I
my sister
bop the
snapped
fuck
on me
out
because
him
I
in his
told my
head.
nephew,
You're gonna beat the shit out of him, and all he's gonna do is he's going to be more, and then he's
hey,
gonna be a coward.
hey, 40
Man,
got a point. Listen,
man,
That
stop
ain't
my
gonna
doing
sister,
change
that
that
shit,
shit.
man. Stop trying to
my
be like your
sister cussed
mama.
me out because I told my
I could see
nephew
if he
stop
was doing
singing
some
Cardi
extra shit.
B.
That's just his mannerisms. Like
Nah.
he definitely is definitely a little on the feminine side, but he's also a
It's
little
the
ass
era
kid.
you grew up
That
in.
nigga could grow out of that shit. Like this is what I'm saying. You going so hard on him and making it extra, that'll make things different. Like if that's
Yep.
just his mannerisms, like look, kids grow out of shit all the time. And then sometimes that's just who
It
they
ain't
are.
really,
I just
it
want to
ain't
know.
really,
Now you gotta
it
break
ain't the
early
baby
habits though.
fault. It's really,
But that's what I'm saying. But Boss Mafia, it's not a habit. This is his mannerisms. I could see if he was getting up every day and I don't play shit like this. But let's just I'm gonna entertain some
Finish,
shit y'all
nigga.
would, right? Let's say he
Finish.
was getting up every day and putting on lipstick, right? And you're like, yo, stop playing your mother's makeup or something. That's a habit that you would break. His mannerisms, how he talks and stuff like that. You ain't gonna stop that. You're not gonna stop that. You might can control the language, the words in which he uses them and stuff like that. But certain mannerisms and moving his head or his neck or his hands too much and shit like that, you ain't gonna
So
be able
is
to beat that
is
out
that
that kid. You can't
And,
beat that
I
out of a
wouldn't,
so
I
I
child.
blame
wouldn't
little
beat
baby
it.
And
because he not
and
and
in
I
his
and,
think
and
it's
son
how
life
did
making
he
a
enough.
big
beat him?
deal
Little
out of
baby
something
not in
that's
his
not a
son
big
life
deal.
enough.
Like you don't want
Cause
to
he
make
was
a big
around
deal
his
out of
daddy,
something
he
that's
wouldn't
Nah,
be
not.
doing that.
No, that
No,
nah.
ain't
but that's
true,
the
bro.
thing. But you
Because
can't say that because you can't say that because there's
He
plenty.
around that woman
No,
too much
there's
and her
plenty of
that's
y'all
friends.
not
always
true,
say
bro.
that. Y'all, you
Mm-mm.
can't say that
That's not
because there's
true.
plenty of niggas who grow up around their father or two-parent households and they still move like that. So that's
Right?
not what the case is. That's just who he is.
That
So
ain't
you
true.
can't
And
blame
you
it on
got to
him
think
just being
about
his mother. It's not just that.
YouTube videos these kids see, and like if you look at the kid creators, bro, they be hella extra in the way they talk, like, and that's just the way it is, bro, with the kids on YouTube, like, you know what I'm saying. So I can't even blame the parents, bro,
Putting
because
it
like,
out there too much. You publicizing it too
Niggas,
much.
niggas gotta stop
This is
being
the
so
world in
quick.
which we
Niggas gotta
live.
stop being so quick
I
to
don't
get a baby a tablet then. Like, that's not the only way to entertain your child.
You remember back then we used to have to sneak on the computer, and that back then when you used to have
Yeah,
that bit
no,
plugged up to the landline, boy.
and listen,
man,
okay, so
You
when we
used
was
to
coming up,
sneak
all
and
right,
had to
y'all
have the
saying that,
MySpace,
right?
boy.
When we was coming up back then, there still was kids who was moving like that. So clearly it's not the
And
fucking
they kept
tablet's
that shit
fault.
under wrap. It wasn't
No, but
publicized though.
it's one thing
You
to
feel
keep
me?
them. You're talking about keeping it under wrap. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about kids are going to exist like however they are,
Oh yeah, you
regardless of
can't
that.
change nobody's
So
true
if
feelings.
no, I'm not. I can't change your true feelings. I'm just trying to get you to look at something and keep your mind
No,
open.
I was saying I agree with you. What
Oh
you were
yeah, yeah,
saying.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm just saying, yeah, I just feel like if a kid is how they are, right? When we was coming up, or because I'm older than you, so when I was coming up or whatever, like things were stricter, like, oh, it's the tablet, it's this. There's plenty of motherfuckers who ain't have no motherfucking tablets and it still is how they are. There's plenty of people who grew up in two-parent homes. Clearly, those are not the variables. That's who that kid is.
just
You can't beat it out of him. You can't deprive him of the internet and think that's gonna
I'm
change him.
just saying,
You can't, none of those things are gonna
right?
happen.
Because when we
I'm
was
just saying,
outside without
for
a
it.
tablet, it still was niggas double
Th-
dutching, nigga.
There
They
still
like
was niggas. Thank you, Remy.
niggas was outside double
I'm
dutching.
just
You know
saying,
what I'm
just
saying?
like,
Granny, I ain't do it, but shit, who taught him
Right,
how
but
to
it was
double
And
dutch?
look,
in my
look,
hood.
That
It
look,
was
was
look.
fine.
And check
Joshua,
this
and I
out, Remy.
fought him in everything. I
You
fought him
know,
every day.
never mind.
just like you would learn hate, you can learn racism. Them mannerisms was taught, and it's because he around his mama
From being
too
around the women
much.
too much. Too many females.
He had to
Mm.
learn it from somewhere. He wasn't born
Cause
like
look,
that.
never mind.
He had to learn it and interpret it from some world, and that's the only world he receiving right now. My son would be
Man, that
around me.
shit ain't got nothing to do with it. Boy, I got five sisters. I hung around my two older sisters all the time. That shit ain't changing nothing.
Interesting.
Thank
You gonna
you,
be what you
Trey.
gonna be.
Just stop making excuses. If it don't feel uncomfortable for you, don't make excuses for it. It's just what it is. You don't have to find the answers for everything.
Mm-hmm.
All I can guarantee, you won't see my son doing that shit.
So then keep it that way. Don't you a parent. You are in
So to
control of
think
that
he ain't around
situation.
little baby
Nobody
is
is in
crazy.
control of how you raise your child but
Not
you.
as much as the other one. The
To
older
think
one.
little
Nobody's in
baby ain't got
You
control.
his
keep the
And
son
other
y'all
is
one with him
talking
crazy.
skin
about,
tight,
oh, it's
Remy.
YouTube, it's
Jada baby, he
YouTube,
don't
but
keep skin
you
tight.
are
But I'm
allowing your
saying though,
child to
like,
see YouTube. So
but to
it's in
Fact.
your control. Stop putting it on other people.
You see
It's
how the
within
other
your
baby is though,
control.
Remy? The one that's
It's
next to
within
the
your
little
control.
baby 24/7? That little nigga solid. Now look at the one that's raised by Jada.
Right.
but who's to
Look what he
say
doing. Look
that
what he
he
doing.
ain't?
Man, stop. Y'all change the conversation. This shit getting
Man,
stupid.
we
Yeah.
having convo.
No, you
If
also
you in your feelings, go smoke a blunt.
No, I'm not the one sitting here talking about my child never gonna move that way.
Well,
It's your
that's that man
feelings,
opinion,
and it's
love.
your responsibility as a grown ass man
Just
to
smoke your
raise your
blunt and
grown ass
chill,
child,
Sarah.
right?
That's that man
So stop
opinion,
blaming
man.
YouTube. Stop trying to be lazy about it. Just raise your child, fam. It's on you. It's not on YouTube. Whatever they learn, it's on you. Okay, now we can move on. Go ahead.
You done, Capo, Remy? Anybody got something to say?
that baby's also a lot younger than his older son, Boss Mafia. We can't leave that out.
I'm
That
saying the
little one
boy
with
looked like
Jada,
3 or 4 years
Hey
Jada,
old,
he's
yo,
he's
man.
yeah,
oh
Like,
he's
yo,
still
good
a
morning,
baby.
good
That's all
morning.
I'm
What's
saying.
the
He's still a
word?
baby. Good morning, Dollar Bill.
What
Good
up,
morning, dog.
Dollar?
He's still a baby. The other one who be with him all the time, he's older. So yeah, he's more likely to. He's gonna mimic his. He's older. And I'm not saying that they're two different kids. I don't feel like that little boy is that much more with little baby. You just see him in pictures and stuff. That nigga travels all the time, stuff like that. That little boy's not with him all the time.
A lot at concerts on stage, way more than
You
the other
see
one.
that in postings. How
Jason is
much
with
time
that
that
man
kid
a
still
lot.
goes to school? You don't think that kid goes to school?
You
Real
know, he
shit. You don't think
probably
that baby goes
homeschooled.
to
He's
school?
probably homeschooled.
who's to say he don't want his
Mm-mm.
son to be? He's
Get in
younger,
my head,
bro.
boss
So he
mafia.
might not want his son around all the other shit, bro. Like if the other kid older than him, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure he's well informed about what the
And
fuck going
Jada
on
might
with his
not want her
son.
kid to be on that type of time. To be worried about fucking chains and all kind of extra shit at that. She might not want that for her son.
Damn, so chains is extra, but not snapping your neck and
I
wrist?
never said that. And this is the problem with y'all because when y'all don't know how to make a solid point without trying to go backwards, I never said there wasn't a problem. I said that's his mannerisms and you can't change that about him. If you feel like it's a problem, that's you. I simply said you can't beat it out of them. Secondly,
Nah, I
sometimes,
agree with
yeah.
that.
So, secondly, yes, materialistic things can be a problem versus mannerisms. Yes, I'd rather my kid be who they are versus me. And I'm not saying this with little babies doing. I'm just saying in general. Versus me having them. You're worried about having all these chains and all this stuff on his neck, all this other stuff. Like, show me that you buying this little nigga a piece of land and taking him to a business meeting with you. I don't give a fuck if he's on stage with you with a big ass chain. I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. So yes, if you ask me that question, yes, I prefer the latter to the first one.
So, will the baby be wrong to correct it? Like, would he be a bad person to
Like
want
what?
to change
That's
that?
what I'm asking you. How is he going to correct it? You're going to tell him to stop moving his neck so much when he's talking, put his hand down, don't move his fingers? What are you going to tell him?
You can't. So is it illegal to?
No,
Is
you
it
keep
wrong?
asking me questions. What is he going
Is
to
it
tell him? I
wrong?
want to know how he's going to correct it so I can agree if
Is
he's
it?
going to correct it or not.
I'm trying to ask. I'm just trying to ask like a sub question. I guess is it morally
Mm-mm.
incorrect to try to lay down gender roles and see how you want your son to operate as a man?
I feel as
Mm.
though okay, good question. I feel as though that depends on the household. For me, I I was raised traditionally in gender roles. So I was raised like that. I grew up in a very strict household. As I'm getting older and I'm a little bit more like liberal, kind of like live and let live, I feel like everything works for every parent differently. I feel
Right.
like if you want to enforce gender roles in your house, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's if it's at the detriment of your child, then that's a problem. If you want to enforce gender roles so hard where you're trying to beat the feminine out of your son, nigga, that's an issue. Yes.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
there's
Right.
also
Right.
nothing wrong with saying, hey, I grew up like this, and this is how little boys were raised. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with those things. People are going to raise their kids how they're going to raise their kids. My
Okay.
problem is when you think that you're going to beat the
When
snappiness
when
out
I
of your son's
when I said
hand.
I would bop him, all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
And
problem is,
I get
and I
that.
grew
I
up
get
getting
that.
my ass whooped for real shit, but I'm just saying, realistically, your kid can fucking snap his head as much as he wants. He's gonna move his hand as much. You can't beat that out of him. That's what my problem was. So how you choose to raise your son is on you. But if it comes to the detriment of him, where it's gonna fuck up his mental health, or you're physically going upside his head because he moves too much when he talks, nigga, that's a problem.
They try to beat it out a little Richard.
You can't do it. You can't
You
do it.
look like little Richard Ugly.
And sometimes you want to know what's so
Shut the
crazy?
fuck up,
Let me tell you
bitch.
what the problem is,
What's up,
Capo.
bitch?
Some people are
I'm
so
listening.
afraid. Some
I'm
people are
listening.
so afraid, and I'm not saying you, but a lot. I notice a lot of people they're so afraid, like, oh, I don't want my son to be gay. I don't want this. So I got to do all the things that I think are going to stop him from being gay. And in all actuality, that is not ever going to happen, for one. Secondly, sometimes people will mix up feminine shit with gay, and it's a little wild, and I get it because we was raised a certain way, and there's all kind of stereotypes and stuff everywhere. I get that, but sometimes people got it so fucked up. You think, oh, my son, his voice is not deep enough, or he carries himself a certain way, he's gonna be gay. He might not. He just might not be you know what I'm saying? Like,
Masculine.
everybody masculine nigga, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? You got some niggas that's super like do 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 do. You got some niggas that's like, hey, I'm on some chill shit. You got some, everybody's different. So I
Right.
feel like when we automatically, not we, but when people automatically assume like these mannerisms are determining your kid's sexuality, you're doing more harm than good on your kid because you've already put them in a box. You don't even know what time it is. They're not gonna be into that type of stuff. We associate actions with sexuality, not kids. We look at some shit and be like, oh, he's doing that, he's gay, or she's doing that. We do that. Kids are do like they're not associating behavior with sexuality
Ha-
for us.
all right. Have we been wrong? No, like as a kid, like if as a
Yes.
kid, when you seen a person, you like, man, that nigga, and then 20 years later you see him, you like, yep,
I'm gonna keep it a
that's
buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's been both. It's been kids that we've known from jump. Like, yo, you're gonna be like such and such, and they grew up and they was like such and such. And there's been some people like, yo, damn, I thought you was like, no, get the fuck
right,
out of
right.
here.
You're right,
So it's
you're
been
right,
both.
you're
Yeah, it's been
right.
both. It's been both because we definitely have called there's somebody in my family that we called this when he was younger. Like, oh, okay, well, that's what it was. Nobody gave a fuck, but it's always one of those. Some people made it just it just was what it was, and he's
Hmm.
definitely like that now. And the crazy thing is, so when I hear stuff like, oh, da 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 da. He spent way more time with his father than with his mother. So when I hear stuff, it don't just be, oh, the single mother things, or it's a bunch of different people gonna be who they're gonna be. You just can't beat it out your kid.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Imagine,
I was joking.
imagine your
That was me getting
pops.
my Kevin Hart on. You know, when Kevin Hart said he'll put the dollhouse on his kid. That was just me joking, but
No, I don't think you're on no bullshit
I
for real.
I would
But
definitely take it up with my baby mama though if I saw that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, man, what is you doing? When this started happening,
if
and
you're
why you
around all
What
let
the
you taking
time,
up
if
with your
you're
baby
if you're
mother though,
around all the
Capo?
time, how are you gonna ask her when it started happening? You're around all the
that?
time.
Yeah,
You
that
should have
that
noticed when
surprise
it
wouldn't
started
even happen
happening.
to me. I'm not gonna lie, cause I laid a lot on. Like I lead by example, and I also let
So
my
you
kids
can't
be
blame your baby's
themselves.
mother if you're
Right,
around.
that
You
don't
can't
make
ask
no
her how this
sense.
started happening. Right. When did this start happening if you were around all the time? Because you
I'm
would notice
speaking
when it
on the
started happening.
hypotheticals if this ever did happen
Mm.
to me, but it's not. I ain't gonna lie.
In
But
It
it
that
won't.
be nobody's
situation,
fault.
if it
It
happened like that, and you're claiming that the reason he's doing this is because he's seeing his mother do it, why isn't he seeing his father?
I'm strictly speaking on the hypotheticals because I'm present, so it wouldn't happen to me because I know
Mm.
everything. Not everything, but I know what's going
Imagine
on.
your father, boss man, beating you because your voice wasn't as deep as the rest of the niggas' voices.
My
Imagine a
daddy wasn't even
fucking.
friendly. We ain't even hug growing up.
Imagine that though.
My daddy
Just
ain't no
because your
friendly
voice
nigga, but
I
listen,
knew he
Hart,
was gonna say
I would
developing
friendly is
quick
understand
enough
if
for
he
crazy.
some
not a
shit.
friendly nigga. I never heard my dad till my mama died. Swear to God.
We're not talking
He
I
about
ain't a
get
that.
that.
friendly nigga.
I didn't say that. Cool. Imagine a nigga beat you because your voice wasn't deep
Now I ain't
enough.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. We got beat for all kind of shit, and I wasn't mad about it. You know, like you let a nigga hit you, but you don't hit him back. We get
Yeah,
beat.
that's different.
You do
You
something that's
guys,
too
your
suspect.
inability to stay
They
on the
slow,
subject and
man.
answer
Niggas is
it
slow.
objectively, it's really disappointing. All
I,
right.
I
Word.
followed up with you do something
You did. You was
suspect. You
doing
Nope.
good,
get beat.
Cabo. You was doing good. You was doing good,
Nope.
and you just
Nope.
left the course.
Nope.
He was
Cause
answering
I
my
was talking
question
about
good,
shit
man.
you ain't have no
I,
control over.
I ain't
Your
ever have
voice
to
getting
worry.
deep.
I ain't never had to worry
Shorty's
about that. But I done
mannerisms.
seen
You know what
some
I'm saying? You
cousins get
talking
beat.
about
Thank
just
you.
being a bitch outside.
Thank you.
Is y'all putting some tickets today on Prospect?
This motherfucker.
No. Not today, man.
Interesting.
Some bullshit.
Roll up a blood, get high.
But yeah,
Niggas.
it's always an interesting dynamic, you know, like the side the
Very
women
interesting.
choose and the side the men choose, like, and it's pretty consistent. And
Y'all niggas
sometimes,
that don't want
Capo,
to
I gotta
have
I don't
holler
gay
at
think
you,
there was.
kids,
I
if
bitch.
don't
y'all
think
don't
there
want
was
to
a
have
side
gay
to
kids, don't
choose.
have kids, okay?
What? Like, no
Yeah,
one
that's really
saying
what
what
that was.
happens. Listen, you can't choose how somebody become, but you can set certain
Right.
ways. Like if you choose to get do that life outside of my house, do that. But like,
Nah, don't have
huh?
kids, man. If you don't want gay children, just know it's a possibility that your child may be gay.
It's
So
a
just
roll of the
don't have them.
dice. Yep,
Oh
it's a
yeah,
roll
it's
of the dice.
definitely a possibility, especially now.
Dead serious, because that's fucked up to like not want to fuck with your own
You
child
said, huh?
because
Who
of who
said
they
that
want
though?
to
Who
have sex
who
with.
said
That's
that though?
stupid.
Yo, Donald just said some real shit. You know what he just said? And that's how twisted the universe fuck around and gives y'all the gay kids.
Right.
That's what be crazy. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not wishing that on you. Listen, I'm not wishing that on you because you clearly feel a way about it. So I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying like that is real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because then the kids end up with these fucking parents who try to change them. Yeah, it be like wild shit,
But
man.
listen,
Not
Now
huffing and
look,
puffing, Capo.
nah,
I
cause look,
understand
cause
enough
look,
to
Yeah.
cause
where
That's why
look,
the
if
suicide
that's
rate
I'm
my
gonna
is
be,
up
son
as
wanted
well.
to
You know
do,
I'm
that
gonna be
I
part?
ain't
real
finna
with
go to
you.
war with that nigga about it. That's his
I'm gonna
demon.
be real
But to
with you.
even disown
I
him or
hate,
feel any
What do you
kind of
mean
way
this? Oh no,
over
I ain't
who
gonna be like, that
he's
ain't my
sleeping with,
son
or
no more.
like it's
I
When he
crazy.
hate,
come around, I'm gonna fight his
Pink
stupid ass
stop,
up. Yo,
Domo.
I'm like, you Magic Johnson's
I
son.
hate, I
I
hate
ain't
when
around.
people
Fight
fish.
his
I
Stop
hate
with
when
stupid
Joey
people
ass
with
up,
fish
man.
for.
I'm
it.
not mad at that, boss man.
I'm gonna
Like I'm
fight
not
his
mad at
ass
that.
up,
Just
man.
don't tell me that you
Beat
not
nigga in the
fucking with
skirt, but I'm
him
gonna
no
fight his
more.
stupid ass up.
Not gonna lie, no disrespect to Damo. I just hate when people, when you fish for moral victories. Like I believe in real science, man. Ain't no, oh, the universe gave you daughters because you fucked over women. No, bro, it's just
It
what you
work
No,
like
created.
I
that
wasn't. We're not talking about that.
sometimes.
We're just saying the crazy how the world works, like sick twist of fate, like how shit
Hmm.
goes. That's how stuff. I'm not talking about literally you
And
can you're
Capo, you
man.
heard that
It's not a.
before,
It's not
so
a.
you
I'm not
know.
saying it's a karma thing. I'm literally saying in general, the kids end up with parents who have your type of mindsets. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you're gonna manifest it from you specifically. That's not
Right,
what I'm
all
saying.
right, all right. I
Yeah,
misheard. My bad.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I might have not said it the right way, but that's what
Nah,
I'm.
but it's
That's
the
what I meant.
same like you said, Capo, because people do say that niggas fucked over girls. You know what I mean? They got nothing but daughters. You've heard that before.
Yeah, I have.
Niggas truly believe that that's how the universe works, man.
And I just be feeling like, it's the results of looking for a moral victory because you lost in another aspect, so you need a victory somewhere. So
Yeah,
you,
nah. Niggas would have called niggas out on that too. Oh, the bullshit karma shit.
All
So
the
I
niggas
feel
I
you
know
too.
that all
Some
the
people
niggas
don't
I
believe
know
in
that
that
are
shit.
gay, all the niggas I know that are gay or fuck with niggas, they say almost all of them have said the same. Not all of them, but almost all of them said the same thing to me. Nigga, I would have been straight if I could. I wish I could.
yeah, no, you can't change the
I
way
wish
you
I did. It
is.
would have been
Yeah,
that
I
much
mean,
easier.
I knew from gate. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I came from a strict Latino family. I'm a full blown lesbian to the soul. I'm prideful about it. I enjoy it. I educate about it. My father, I'm telling you, if you ever seen my real father in real life, I grew up with my mother and my father. There was no way I was not gonna be this, bro. There were strict rules, and guess what happened when they put them strict rules on me? I still did what I did. I got my ass beat multiple times for just doing. You gotta understand, if you are supporting your child, the love is not gonna change no matter what their sexuality is. That is your child, right? Also, want to point out that I know a lot of gangsters and drug dealers that are also gay, so it has really nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions, and there's also some generational teachings. Just like there was white people that were taught from birth that Latinos and blacks are like the worst in the world. Like, there's a lot of generational teachings that at this time in this era, as you grow older, you realize may have been a little fucked up and backwards, right? But I also feel like gay has been here since forever, forever, forever. It's not new. So it starts to feel like, okay, guys, but when does it become just that's who they are? Leave it the fuck alone at some point. As a parent, yeah, you do have a right to be concerned, Capo. You do. But you shouldn't put yourself in a position where it's about you. You shouldn't take it personal when it's not about you. Right? Because then it becomes, but then he's around too much of these women. No, it's not about them either. Like, you can't really personalize that. Even though I get what you're saying, rap can influence and that can influence, and I do agree with that. But as a child, you make, as soon as you hit a certain age, no one can tell you shit. It's my bad. I had a phone call. But yeah, as soon as you hit a certain age, nobody can tell you shit. You know it's true. You know what I mean? You know it's true. Nobody's telling you shit once you hit a certain age. And you were walking into fires when you were a certain age. You nobody in this room gonna tell me they ain't get their ass whipped a few times or screamed on or grounded because they did something that they wasn't supposed to, or it's just I just feel like there's a reality that needs to set in, and because people may dislike the idea or may be